Hi, how are you guys doing? Weird question because you can't respond, but you could in the comments. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Taurus North Node second house reading for the first half of March. I did want to focus on the North Node readings this month, possibly going forward, especially with the eclipse happening on the 14th of March. Definitely, there's a lot of letting go, growing, going towards the North Node. So I would like to focus on that for you guys and definitely be, um, a source of guidance for you in regards to that journey. So thank you so much for joining me. Let's get into this reading. Let's see what the universe has to say about Taurus North Node in the second house, or Taurus North Node or second house. You can watch if your Taurus is North, if your North Node is Taurus, but it's in a different house, you want to just go watch the other video that is associated with whatever house it is in. Okay. All right, Spirit. What do we need to know for Taurus North Node or second house? I cannot do this today. Spirit, please allow me to receive concise, clear messages. Protect me as I receive these messages. Always appreciate everything that you do, as always. And please protect Taurus or second house North nodes in this reading as well. All right, let's get into it, guys, and see what is going on. We're 2 minutes in. Just blabbing away. All right. Okay, let's see what is going on for you guys. So we have past energy is Five of Cups. Current energy is the Hermit. What's blocking you is the Ace of Cups. External influence is the Five of Pentacles. Action to take is the Ace of Swords. Near future is the Two of Pentacles. Guidance from Spirit is strength. I hope you guys can see those. Let me put those back a little bit more. All right, so let's get into this. And then final outcome is the Four of Wands. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. All right. So Taurus North Node focuses on stability, patience, and self-worth. Second house is building self-worth and financial security. So let's see what the message is in regards to that. Okay. So the past energy and the current energy with the Five of Cups and the Hermit, it looks like there has been some disappointment in regards to a possible relationship, some kind of emotional situation. Maybe there's been some disappointment or regret. Maybe there was a conversation that happened. I don't know why I'm getting that. A conversation that happened between you and another person that could possibly have really changed the dynamic of the situation. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think because of the external influence for the reading is the Five of Pentacles, which is Taurus and Mercury. So I do think that there was something was said, or there was somebody had expressed something in this connection or friendship or family dynamic or something that changed everything. Mm. And it's really put you in a place where now you are seeing now you're seeing things for what they really are. This could have definitely caused you, let's see here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is a lot of South Node energy for you, Taurus. Your South Node is in Scorpio. And I think that this is something that really might be something that you are not comfortable with, but it's something that you're used to, right? Let me put this back because it's like glaring on these lights. Turn this down a bit. Sorry. Sorry if I'm kind of going in circles. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting the message properly for you guys. All right. So with the Five of Cups and the Hermit here, something has happened in your emotional, like your emotional space. And that emotional space is causing you to really now you're starting to take a look at what it is that you define as stability. Now, this, whatever happened here in the recent past, or the recent past energy with the Five of Cups, you are now realizing that emotionally you cannot create a stable foundation for any relationship. It cannot be based on emotions alone. That's what I'm getting, because the blockage, what's blocking you is the Eight of Cups, is this new beginning, but it's a new emotional beginning, right? That's not your Taurus North Node or second house. Like you have to understand that you cannot build a structure with anything or anyone if you are solely focusing on how it makes you feel all the time, because that's just not realistic, right? Because when you're dealing with any other human being, there are going to be mixed situations that happen, and sometimes things can get heated, especially with this, the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Like, things can get heated, things can get confrontational, and you can't just, every single time that something happens, you can't end a situation or uproot your entire life because you feel upset or you feel frustrated or you feel betrayed. And I think with the Hermit energy in the current position, I think that you're starting to realize that. I think that you're starting to really understand that things are not things have not been going swimmingly in your current situations, because this top row here, past current and blockage, is a lot of south node energy for you, because your south node, if this is, if you're watching this video because your north node is in Taurus, your south node is in Scorpio. And I think, like I had said before, I think that this Five of Pentacles can be feeling left out in the cold, financial loss, not seeing that within spirituality, right? You can do more with spirituality. You can do more. Why can I not think of this word? I feel like completely, like my brain feels empty. Like I have the words, but I can't articulate them right now. Spirituality doesn't have to be like this dark, hidden, unknown thing, right? It doesn't have to be this, oh yeah, like I believe in that, but like that's not reality, which is kind of like speaks to that Taurus North Node, right? Like you're not comfortable in really being stable through spirituality. You find stability through hard work, through helping others, finding comfort in finer things, like making sure that your money is good, and making sure that your house is clean, you got them candles burnt, you know what I mean? Like, because ain't nothing like, you can't clean a house and say my house is finished unless you've lit a candle. That's how I feel anyway. I keep touching this microphone. I hope it's not like buzzing you guys. Sorry. But yeah, so, you're feeling left out in the cold because you are not realizing that your spiritual gifts can guide you towards your ultimate stability, and it doesn't have to be through disappointment, right? It doesn't have to be through repeated toxic relationships. Having stability within yourself, knowing that you're doing something that you love, knowing that you're living in a home that you're comfortable in, knowing that you're hanging out with people that are genuine and loving. And then the action to take in regards to that, Taurus North Node or second house, is the Ace of Swords, right? Is the ultimate truth. It's being able to take all of the air energy, all of those thoughts, all of those ideas, all of those stories that you have created in your mind, from being a child and moving forward. It's like time, we're cutting to the chase with the sword. It's time to put that crown on and understand that you don't have to be, you can speak I hope this is making sense. You can speak your truth, right? But you have to be honest in that. And not just say, "Oh, I'm fucking sad and I'm sick of, feeling disappointed." Like, you got 2 whole cups behind you and a whole bunch of other stuff. But you're so focused on what has spilled in the past that you're not moving forward. And then with the block here, with the Ace of Cups being the block, that's what's blocking you, is that you are embracing too much of your South Node. And that being in Scorpio, you're embracing too much of that water energy. You need to embrace the earth energy of that Taurus. Or if this is, you're watching this reading for your second house, you need to understand that everything, with this blockage here and in your second house, like, this is about your stability. This is about your money. This is about your self-identity, right? Everything doesn't have to be an emotional thing. It really doesn't. It can be an emotional thing without it being a detriment to your entire existence. I don't know why I'm feeling like I'm speaking to a group of people that really have a hard time processing emotional betrayal and taking it very personally, instead of just understanding that, at the end of the day, whatever happened cannot be changed, but you can change the dynamic of how you decide to move forward. And I think that that's what the guidance from Spirit is let's put some truth on it. Let's, not over evaluate the situation, or possibly under evaluate the situation. Maybe the situation needs to be brought to light so you can see exactly what's really going on. And saying, I wonder why this keeps happening. I don't know. For this reading, I'm just getting this energy, like with this nine of wands in the bottom of the deck, which is the underlining energy, is like, you just keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting and protecting yourself, right? When you already know what it is that you really want. But you're too focused on trying to keep up the tent. I don't know, maybe because it looks like he's like putting up a tent, I guess. Like trying to put up a tent on a windy day. Like, let's just not. Let's just put the stuff, like, the wind's blowing, thing keeps flying everywhere, you can't get it together. Now this is an analogy where you're putting up a tent by yourself on a windy day at the beach. So it's not like you're putting it in the mud and the things are sticking. It is literally, there's no grip on the spikes that you're putting in the sand, and the thing keeps blowing everywhere. Like, put the tent down, go back to the car, put the tent in the trunk. You ain't even got to fold the tent up. Get in the car, go have a drink, go have a margarita, go have some buffalo chicken, go play some music on the jukebox. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're so, like, fixated on the fact that you have to get this tent up. And if I don't get this tent up, like I don't, yeah, it's weird. But it's not coming from a place of healthy, like healthy determination. It's coming from a place of like emotional rage almost, right? Like, oh no, or like, I have to get this tent up because if I don't get this tent up, then people are not going to see me as a successful person. Who cares? Go have a drink. If I saw you at the beach, I would help you. But, that's not the situation. So for the near future, you do have the Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. I think that you have the ability to move into your North Node and get out of this South Node energy, right? But I think that it's, start slow. Balance it. Balance your time, balance your energy. If you are starting a new relationship and you start to feel yourself really just going back into that energy, right? Or if like you're in a current relationship right now and the person that you're with is like, okay, I want to move. And you're like, what do you mean move? Where are we going to move to? Like, you start to feel like your ears get hot, right? And you're just like, I can't, that's not, what do you mean? Like, we're stable here. I like it here, but you can find stability in new things, in new journeys, within new adventures in your life. I hope this is making sense to you guys. And then guidance from spirit is strength. That the color orange in tarot is passionate desire, right? Like, orange is in a lot of the cards, like the Knight of Wands, and in the Emperor, in a lot of the masculine energy, especially, I mean, the Strength card is Leo card. Leo's a fire sign, masculine energy. So it's like she's allowing that passionate desire she knows that it's there, but she's calm and kind and gentle, and she's taming it. Woo. That's the guidance from spirit. Like, you don't have to be, even though you might feel very passionate about a situation, you might be very, very frustrated or angry because of a situation, or somebody did something very deceitful, or somebody wasn't loyal to you in some way. It's like, okay, let's not focus on that. Let's not focus on this desire. Let's focus on how I can tame that energy and transmute that energy into something positive. Because in your final outcome, you have the Four of Wands. You have a solid foundation that you have built from a passionate new beginning, from a really happy place. So I think that you guys are in a really good position. You know, this is something that you need to maybe do some journal entries in regards to like how you're like compare and contrast. Like, okay, if I was to look at it from a standpoint of an emotional space, how would I feel? Would I feel angry and frustrated because emotionally I am comfortable there? Or do I need to figure out how I can transmute these wands? How can I take these wands and what do I need to do to turn these wands into a house? How can I use this energy to create something beautiful? And that is Taurus North Node, Scorpio South Node. You know, getting out of that watery rage, right? Because the water is so powerful, right? How do I get out of that space? Take skills from that space, but get out of that space and figure out how I can use that water energy to create some stability for myself, to understand what my self-worth is. That's what it's giving. But you do have the potential to do this. I mean, everyone does. Speaking specifically to the second house, if this is, I mean, in any other aspect, if you are, for instance, an air sign, right? I don't know what air sign, I'm just going to say air sign. And this is your reading because you are an air sign in the second house. The near future with the Two of Pentacles is you have the ability to move into that stability, to move into that dream future that you have in mind, whether that's living in a cottage in Switzerland in a hobbit hole, which I would love to do, or is it moving and being on a boat? Is it building a house and living with your family? Is it being alone and having, whatever stability looks like to you, you have the ability to do it, but you just have to balance. You have to balance it. Whatever it is that you're balancing, because I don't know what your sign is if you're just watching this reading for the house, but you have the ability to balance that. You have the strength to do that. And take the skills that you have mastered from your South Node, from multiple lifetimes from before. Use the tools that you have from that South Node to go into your North Node. But I hope this helped you guys. I really am rooting for you and sending you as much love as I possibly could embody for your journey to spiritual ascension. And I will see you guys in the second half of March for your North Node and house reading updates. And I will see you guys then. Please like and subscribe, comment. Please comment below. I would really love to hear from you guys if this resonated, if it didn't resonate, if you guys have any suggestions on different setups of how you would like to see me do the cards. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear all of that. Your energy is definitely influences the reading. So that does help. And just remember that the universe is always speaking. You just have to listen. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.